Well, yeah, based on my business, it's growing, and so for me, it seems to have turned around, and my calendars are packed, you know, almost to the end of the year right now. And so for me, it's turned around already, but from what I understand from some of my counterparts, it has not quite turned around for everybody. I think that has a lot to do with where people are looking for their clients, what kind of parties they're doing. I do a lot of promotional events, and I do a lot of cocktail parties for businesses, and because promotion and advertising is so popular right now, I've really managed to grow through the economic slump. Promotional events are events that deal with either a company trying to, you know, like a grand opening where you have people to see the brand or people to experience a new company. Some of my clients, for instance, have financial planning firms where image is very important, and so they have very lavish offices and they throw extremely lavish parties. And so that's maybe an example of some of the events that I do most often. Other promotional events maybe are charities, fundraisers. I know that I've done a couple fundraisers for Kiva, which is a company that promotes business overseas, entrepreneurs overseas, and so I've done a couple events that have worked to promote money for that company. And there's a lot of those promotional events around if you're looking to help people advertise through events. And, you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's one that comes to mind. It's really not entirely my experience, but it is a funny story. I knew a girl who was very well off and chose to have a wedding out in the middle of the desert really out in the middle of the desert near nothing. Halfway to Arizona would be about my best estimate. And she'd hired a caterer. She had everything planned. The caterer did not show up. Now, this is actually a friend's wedding. I went with a friend. This is a friend's friend's wedding that I happened to be in attendance with. My friend, also a caterer. And her caterer did not show up because the drive was too far in the middle of nowhere. And so we had to call a Subway in the middle of who knows where and have them make sandwiches for 150 people on the fly, send the band to go pick them up. It was hilarious. It did all work out. Even though there was no electricity, the generator went out, so it was one thing after the other. But at the end of the day, there was fireflies in the air, so when the sun set, it was still a very romantic wedding at the end.